Hi, I'm Shannen, Southeast Asia correspondent for Cordée. Today, I will be talking to Nangpu, founder of HTOI Gender and Development Foundation, a women led organization that's been supporting communities from Kachin and across Myanmar for many years. We'll be talking about her journey, the work HTOI has been doing, and how they've been adapting in the face of the many challenges affecting the aid sector today.
We face a lot of sexual violence and conflict and uh, committed by Myanmar military. So we oppose this issue and we demonstrate. I lead the demonstrate this movement. In 2018, I have experience in prison in Myanmar, and I did not stop my movement and I continue uh, after military coup since 2021 February. Many uh, the wife of the armed group, they faced the domestic violence and they came me and help our organization and psychosocial support to justice seeking, something like that. So I handle a lot of domestic violence. It's like a conflict related sexual violence. The perpetrator are held their position power.
Why is the work of your organization important right now in Myanmar?
We are facing gender discrimination and sexual violence, and we cannot access justice whenever we face gender-based violence, domestic violence, child rape case, trafficking, And so we are women-led organization, and we are working two big program. One is the gender-based violence response and humanitarian. The second one is women empowerment. We provide them to food and travel, and also we assist the legal legal advice and legal support to get justice. And at the same time, we support the survivor of GBV. We support them to to be stand themselves. And when they move to the safe place, they need rice, oil, water, something like that. We also run women empowerment program, and where we train and support second line women leader to be able to lead their respected community, and also we strengthen the small local women network. Now we can strengthening six local women networks, and we do the capacity building for the women leaders. They are the focal of their respected community, of their village, of their township. Now we can develop the focal women, so we call community facilitator. Now we still working with them, yeah, collaborating with them, and they report uh, our organization about rape case or trafficking case, or how we can work together like this issue.
Like many groups working in Myanmar, Hutoy has also faced challenges with global aid cuts. How has this affected your organization and the communities that you're helping?
The funding cuts has forced us to stop about 70% of our work, and this means that 70% of our service for women and girls are gone, and safe house operations are reduced. Our emergency support for survivor of rape, domestic violence, trafficking, conflict related sexual violence case are, yeah, reduced, our and limited, and our humanitarians assist for the displaced IDP women and IDP women community has nearly stopped, you know, very difficult, and there are just most of our staffs uh, walk out and they have no job, and also they cannot support their family members, something like this. There are not just a number behind the 70% are real women and girls and survivor who used to have safe place to stay, legal help, and even food and travel support to reach the hospital, something like that. And now, when they come to us to request our support, we can say sometimes, uh, we would like to support you, but we have no fund. This is broken, heartbroken, you know. In many areas of Kachin, Troy was the only one led women organization providing, sorry, sorry.
The 70% that was cut off from your regular operations, it's not just the numbers, but those are real women and girls. If you could send one message to, to the donor community or supporters watching this video, what would you want them to understand about Hutoy's work and why it matters? Why do they need to support your work?
I would like to say gender is enough capacity. Gender have trust from community. You know, gender work is about survival, but also about dignity and hope for women and other vulnerable people. In Kachin State, every day women and girls live under the pressure of war, poverty, fear. Yet even in the darkness movement, they still organizing, still caring for others, still believing that peace is possible. Toy Gender was created by local women who refused to be silent. They need to speak out their voice. We do not have big offices or big budget, but we have deep root in our community, you know, and we walk alongside survivors of women, survivors of violence, displaced families, IDP community, and women who have lost everything, helping them rebuild their lives with strength and confidence. And uh, what we need from the world is not only funding, through that is crucial for our survival, but solidarity, trust, and partnership. When donors support local women organization like our organization, you are not only helping victims, you are investing in peace, justice, future for our country, Myanmar, democracy country. And we may be small, but our courage is big, you know. And every contribution, your support, please tell our people, tell our vulnerable women that they are not forgotten.
Yeah. Thank you
That's
so
all.
much, Nangpo.
Speaking with Nangpu from the Hutoy Gender and Development Foundation reminds us that real change often begins at the community level. Despite shrinking aid and limited resources, Hutoy continues to stand beside women and displaced families from Kachin and across Myanmar, finding creative ways to sustain their work through small enterprises, local fundraising, and partnerships built on trust. Their story shows us that when aid is done differently, when it's led by local voices who know the needs best, it becomes more resilient, more human, and more impactful. As global funding continues to shift, organizations like Hutoy are showing what the future of aid could look like, grounded in community, powered by courage, and driven by the people themselves. It's proof that rethinking how we support and deliver aid isn't just necessary, it's already happening. Thank you to everyone watching. If you'd like to learn more about HTOI and the kind of grassroots work being done by local organizations, stay tuned for more stories like this. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can rethink aid.